Hello. Long time no see. So I'm recording this at 5 in the fucking morning because why not? So a lot's happened since the last time I've actually made a video. I got sick multiple times, left the country for work, got to experience some new places that I've actually always wanted to visit, and I finally had some time to do it. And I kept getting sick. It's not an excuse, really, to say that because I've been sick, I haven't been making content. It's more that I think I burned myself out of wanting to make content. I streamed it like a couple of times, but other than that, I just burned myself out. Mainly due to the fact I am not good at making content, splicing it up to make a worthy video, and then doing it in a timely fashion. And I can't say that content creation is hard because there are people that just simply do it easily. And to be fair, to them, it's easy. But then you got people like me who aren't as good. And honestly, I'll admit that it's not easy to make. I spent a lot of time prepping for this. This is one of the first times I've actually kind of prepped things to, I don't know, I guess really make something. That being said, you're going to hear me pause a lot just because for the most part, I have it all to talk about. But I just kind of, I wanted to make it make sense in my head as I'm saying it again. So from the last time I've made content, I was sick. And during that time, I got sick multiple times. A lot of it has to do with my lung health, whatever you call it. I've gotten bronchitis. I've gotten fucking laryngitis. I've gotten even fucking, oh god, what is it called? Strep. I even got strep. I'll be honest, I don't understand why my lung health has been so bad. I don't smoke. I don't really do anything like that, and I don't stay around people that do smoke. But I do know it's probably due to the fact when I was away on business in 2020, I spent like about 9, maybe almost 10 months over in the Middle East area. And I'm pretty sure it's because a lot of the time, especially on Thursdays, they would burn shit. Over in the Middle East, for whatever reason, they like burning things, and I'm a huge fan of fire. I love fire. Fire is a beautiful thing, and a very terrifying thing. But I do think because I was there for so long, and I was exposed to these burn pits, that it has caused my health of my lungs, my respiratory system, to not be as good as it should be. If you don't know really what they burn over there, I can enlighten you on some of the things that you probably could imagine. The big thing, rubber, like tires and shit, they will burn that shit a lot. Other things is like dirty diapers and things that shouldn't be burned, and I'm pretty sure there is probably bodies in there because different smell than normal trash. Honestly, probably hiding just mass amounts of genocide. I say genocide, that's not actually what it is. Just people killing each other just to kill each other because they can, and no one gives a fuck. But a lot has happened since my time of being sick, telling you guys about it, and then facing off the fucking face of the earth. When I tell you a lot has happened, a lot has happened. Donald Trump became president again, which that's a whole fucking thing in itself. Like, seriously, there's a whole fucking lot of shit that came with that. Good, bad, honestly, I don't know what to call it because I don't give a fuck about politics. This fucking Republican speaker Charlie Kirk got fucking assassinated at a college, shit like that. The AI uprising has happened finally. A lot of shit has just been happening here in America, at least. I don't really know what goes on in the rest of the world because I try to stay in my little cave of nothingness, my little rock. If you don't know, I love rocks, but that's besides the point. And I think looking back and seeing what happened then to now, I can say this: I tried. I did try. I have made, at least at the time of recording this, and hopefully I actually put it out, I've made 5 different videos of just like trying to get back into it. A lot of it was just updates to get you guys back into knowing who I was as a person. That being said, like I said, I fell off the bandwagon, and it's my own fault. Not only did I burn myself out, I just kind of became complacent, lazy. I didn't have a motivation to do it. Since then, I've also played a lot of different games. Like, within me posting last, I've gained quite a few games in my library. Some of them due to my buddy T, some to myself, and then just randomly being gifted them because I can. I've been playing a lot of by myself games as well, just because I haven't had that drive to want to play with people. Not saying that I haven't, just other things that I've been struggling with is sleep. And like I was saying earlier, I'm recording this at like 5 in the morning. I'm listening to fucking music, and honestly, the biggest thing that has been happening to me as a person has been my head. So if you also know, I have a TBI, traumatic brain injury, and I have a lot of issues with headaches. Those headaches range from being everyday nuisances to being everyday hells. And the reason I say that is because I do have a headache every fucking day. And I have since 2020, back when I was working in the Middle East. I got hit in the head pretty hard. A lot of bad things have happened since then. Mainly these headaches, because they cause it to where I don't want to get out of bed. I may not sleep, but I'll lay in the bed like a little fucking plague guy, just because I don't want to deal with the world. I don't want to deal with the noises, the sounds, the sights, anything. I definitely have been struggling with it. And I think the one thing that sucks is medical people can't help. I say can't like they haven't. They've tried. But for the most part, they haven't been able to figure out a solution to help me. What sucks is when I do get respiratory issues where I do intend to cough, it makes my head hurt more because I'm like forcing. I assume it's like this. When I cough, I force blood to rush through my head. And in that being said, it makes my head hurt worse. And honestly, like it sucks. It has left me in places of darkness. A lot of it being that I kind of wish I was dead just because of the pain. With that pain, though, is brought me to a very, very slim places of the darker side that I haven't shown, or that I don't want to show just because of how bad it gets. But I will say this, because of how bad my head gets sometimes, I become a weak man, and I cry. I'm not one to cry over sad things. Like I got in trouble a lot just because I don't cry at the appropriate time. Oh, someone who you knew, you loved, they died. Okay, cool. It's not me trying to be an ass about it. It's just I'm not a natural. I just cry to cry. However, with my head, that's a whole fucking different story. I've been on my fucking ass crying because of how bad my head hurts. I've been wheezing, like I'm talking full on. The feeling of when you see your dad cry, bad. And if you don't know what I mean, it's a very bad feeling when you see your strongest parental figure breaking down emotionally. And like, that's a big thing that happened. Not only that, like my fucking dad, it's like, my dad also went through a lot of health difficulties. He had a couple of strokes. He's been on dialysis, and honestly, like, it breaks my heart knowing that on top of my own demons, on top of my own pain and suffering, my dad's also suffering. Comfortably, mind you, he's doing a lot better, but I don't know. Growing up, I know my dad and I didn't see eye to eye. But as I became more of a man, at least in his eyes, we became better. And as I was saying, we didn't have our like differences at all. You know? Because you can have some bad experiences in life and just, I don't know, exist with it. I know I'm kind of going all over the place. I know I said I had a fucking thing. I do. It's just, that's how my fucking brain operates. I go from Alpha to Bravo to Delta to Charlie. You know, it's kind of weird. I went to go see my dad because, you know, why not? And I call him periodically. Not as much as probably I should, but I do talk to them. But here's my issue is, because of my issues with my head, I don't like talking to my dad or mainly my family. I don't like talking to him. My family will always bring up shit about the past and good, bad, or just, oh, do you remember X, Y, and Z? And it breaks my heart when I hear those. Hell, even one of my closest friends, he's like, you remember this? And I'm like, no, I don't. That's part of the TBI, is my memory loss. And I won't lie and said that I totally forgot that I did do YouTube and Twitch, but I have, and it's sad. I had this big aspiration to make content, make people laugh, make them feel some good in their own lives. And I think the thing that sucks is I gave up on myself trying to do it. I want to try to do it over, restart, and continue. But what sucks is I can't say, oh, because of my issues and my disability, it's going to prevent me from doing it, because I see these people that do it with ease, that are also broken, hurt, and disabled. I was thinking to myself the other day, and I'm not trying to say I'm comparing myself to someone who has it worse or better than me, because I do know people have it better than me, people have it worse than me. But one of the things that I love thinking is, man, I'm not good. I can't do it because I'm not good at it. And the thing that sucks is I see people who have missing limbs who are doing it so much better. And I applaud them. I applaud the people that do that. And everyone has their own rates of doing things. And mine is a very slow process because I need a little extra time to actually do things. You know, they don't make pills for stupidity like mine. Or maybe they do, and I just haven't been found it. And I would like to say, though, that I am sorry. Sorry that I guess you could say that I gave up for a while. That I stopped trying to be this person. And it's hard because on one hand, I want to do it anonymously. But on the other hand, I don't know if someone anonymous in the year 2026 can do it. I don't think, at least. But I'm still going to try. It's going to take a lot longer time to do it. But I think I can do it. No, not even that I think, I know I can. The thing that I need, though, is your help. I know I've gone back and watched some of my very, very bad videos, but there's one thing that I still want to try to keep in common. Begging. I don't want to ever get to a point where I'm begging people for subscriptions, for likes, for views. I don't want to get to that point. But I want to say that I want to be more for the people. Not to say that, bring your people in, I'm going to conform and do content they like. I still want to do content that I like. But I need help knowing if it's good. So that's why I have made a small list of things that I want to do before 2028. So I have like a year and like 2 years basically. And I think I can do it. I need your help though in helping steering me to the right direction. Now, before I even say it, I will say at the end of 2026, I might be moving to do work somewhere. It's not 100% sure, but it's been talked about. So that will be more of a update when it happens, if it happens, and hopefully it will. With that being said, I have 6 things that I want to do. And 2 of them are kind of the same thing, but they're a little different. Number 1, like I was saying, the 2028, I want to try to get 1,000 followers on Twitch and YouTube. I believe I can do it. I will need your help in hopes of trying to get there. Hopefully. I'm going to try. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be slow. It might be that I do a video once a week and stream twice a week, or who knows. I know, though, I want to make a very small impact, which is why it's 1,000. I feel like that's a reasonable thing. It's just 1,000. If I get more, I get more. However, I'm going to try to make it my goal to do it before 2028. We'll see. Number 2. I want to make a remix of a song. I listen to a lot of music. And when I tell you I listen to a lot of music, when my Spotify rap thing comes out, it's always funny because it's always conflicting. It's like, oh, you listen to hundreds of thousands of hours. And 9 times out of 10 is because I do listen to that much. That 1 out of 10 is usually because I kind of forgot to turn my thing off and it just plays it. And that's on me. But I listen to so much music that I keep hearing songs that I'm like, oh man, I would do this, or I would do that. I would add this, or combine it with this, or some shit like that. I feel like that'd be really cool to do. Which leads me to number 3, which, like I said, is it's like a part 2 of remixing a song. I want to make a song. Now, I don't like my voice. I hate it. I don't really sing, not unless I'm in private, I'm in my car alone, or I get fucking drunk. For whatever reason, drunk me likes to sing, which is very weird to me. But I know that it happens because the very few times that it's come out, it's been with a good buddy of mine. I just want to see if I can make a song. And that's not like a time frame. If I can make a song, I can make a song. It's hard though because music has been kind of getting repeated a lot more as of late. I've noticed it with my musics that I've listened to, that I'm hearing like the same beats, the same rhythm as other songs that I've listened to for a lot longer, like shit that came out in the 70s, the 80s, I think maybe even the 50s in a couple songs. And that's honestly like how music works. Every generation's probably gonna have this one song that has like a lot of similarities. But I want to make something. And whether it's me actually singing that stupid thing or not, that's to be determined. Honestly, I want to make a song, and primarily probably just the instrumental. And that's going to be hard because I don't know what type I would want to do. I love rock. I love rap. I love instrumental. I love lyrical. It's just, I like all music. Minus the screamo metal. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'll listen to it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, oh, I love that band. Let me just rawr, shit like that. I don't know. Number 4. I want to do a charity live stream. I don't know what charity I would want to do, but I know it's going to be one, because I have like 2 that I want to do for myself, and then maybe do one for just shits and giggles, just to help other people out. It's all theoretical of doing the charity live streams and all that shit, but I'm hopeful I will be able to do it. I'll need your help, obviously, because I want to make that impact for this charity. But at least the charity of my choosing, I definitely really want to make an impact for. But obviously, all charities, they deserve to have their own impact. So we'll get there when we get there. Number 5, I want to be known enough that I can be an Easter egg in a small game, or maybe even a big game if possible. I know that's me becoming full of, oh yeah, I'm so well known, people are making Easter eggs on me. Honestly, that part is more if I get a decent following and I make an impact on someone's life, that if they are making a game, or maybe they're a part of a team, that, oh, here's a fucking reference to this dumbass named Moon. I think that'd be kind of funny. Now, obviously, if it happens, happens. If it doesn't, doesn't. I won't be sad. Number 6, and there's a few more that I want to say, but not in this one, just because I want to actually get into the groove of doing it first. If there's one thing, though, I definitely want to do, I want to make a movie script, or just something that involves making a movie. Recently, and the reason I'm saying this recently, Markiplier made a movie called Iron Lung, came out #1 in the box office. There was some controversy with big Hollywood being like, oh, they're scared of this guy who doesn't use any of our loans and our funding to make a game or a movie. And they took him off. Then they claim to say, oh, it's because he's an independent filmmaker. He didn't go through these things so he could actually put it on there. But we fixed it. We all know it's because they were scared of him doing that. And I applaud you, Mark, for that. I really love the movie. If you haven't seen it, it's called Iron Lung. Depending on how quickly actually if I can post this, it might still be in theaters. If not, well, it will be out eventually. But I want to do something like that where I can make either a small film or actually be in a film to do shit. Because I have ideas for things, but my ideas versus what people actually want to enjoy and watch are completely different. Mine are extremely graphic or extremely like on point with shit, not little Timmy had a bad day, but don't worry, with the power of friendship, you know, shit like that. I don't want to make a movie that's gonna be comfortable with everyone. I want to make a movie that's like not on the edge of everything, but make it to where people feel uncomfortable, that they question themselves, their own mentality. And I've also wanted to make a spiff movie. There's this one idea that I have for a movie. Now, hear me out, and you never want to hear that. The movie idea is stereotypes. I'm talking full on. You got a black guy being your stereotypical black guy. You got your white guy being a stereotypical white guy. You know, and all these like different races, and I'm saying that in quotations because I'm under the belief that since we're all human, there's only one race. We just have different amounts of, I think, melanin in our skin or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm pretty dumb. That's an idea for a movie. Like, I feel like it'd be fun to really make fun of each and every one of the stereotypes out there. But I know in today's society, in today's world, 100% would be looked down upon. There is no, oh, everyone's gonna love it. I know it would probably have people's trying to go for my fucking jugular because of like how bad it would be. Because I would try to make it very bad on purpose. I don't know. But that's it. So that's all I want to talk about today. The biggest thing that I want you guys to take away, though, if you've made it this far, is I am sorry that I gave up on my own small dream. I'm sorry that I just kind of fell off the face of the earth. And I don't want to just blame it on my own physical health or mental health. But that was a big factor in it all. Especially burning myself out, because I think from what I was looking at in my notes, I was trying to make a video every day. Honestly, if you're not a big guy up there, there's no way you can do it by yourself. Not unless like you really know your shit, or you stick to one content. Like if you just stick to doing nothing but fucking Warzone and all that, you know that type of shit. And I'm talking more of the proximity of gaming. But that is all for today's video. If you made it this far, let me know. Like I said, I don't want to beg for people's likes, their subscriptions. I don't want to. But it would mean a lot to me in my journey and hopefully making it to 1,000 by 2028. Because it's February right now of 2026. And hopefully I will make it in basically 2 years, but a little less. My name is Moon. And here goes my challenge to myself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.